Welcome to Sleep Stories with Rosie. My name is Rosie Day, and I've created this channel to bring you soothing sleep stories inspired by beautiful places around the world. I release new videos regularly, so subscribe for a more restful sleep every night, and let me know in the comments where you'd like us to travel to next. In tonight's story, we journey to the enchanting realm of Cappadocia, nestled within Turkey's Anatolian heartland. As the first blush of spring illuminates the horizon, you'll ascend in a hot air balloon, soaring towards breathtaking panoramas of the majestic Fairy Chimneys. Amidst this avian domain, you'll immerse yourself in the sensory tapestry of sights, sensations, and scents. After floating over these ancient wonders, you'll gently return to the warmth of the earth, where the exquisite flavors of a traditional Anatolian breakfast await. So, take a deep breath, begin to relax, and look forward to falling easily into a restful sleep. The first hint of the spring dawn paints the eastern horizon as you awaken to the soft trilling of birdsong. Pulling back the curtains of your Cappadocian cave hotel, you are met with a view of the surreal landscape, the undulating valleys, chimney-like rock formations, and ancient cave dwellings. The Cappadocian landscapes undulate and shift, weaving tales of centuries long past. The towering rock formations, lovingly dubbed Fairy Chimneys, rise from the earth, their slender forms casting long, gentle shadows as the sun rises behind you. Your hotel is a part of an underground city, carved masterfully into the rocks. Its interior is cool and inviting, keeping secrets of ancient civilizations. These caves, once the haven of early Christians and troglodytes, now stand as silent sentinels, echoing with the soft footsteps of yesteryears. As this dawn approaches, the horizon is gently kissed by hues of lavender, pink and gold, signaling the beginning of a new day and a new story. Excited for the morning ahead of you, you dress, donning a warm sweater and hat. Padding quietly through the hotel, you step out into the crisp morning air. A sense of anticipation thrills through you. Today, you will experience the magic of a hot air balloon riding over Cappadocia. Outside, a driver awaits you, a sleek black car, a quiet ride to your destination. The drive is smooth, the landscape outside your window gradually coming to life in the growing light. As you near your hot air balloon launch site, the first hint of the grandeur that awaits you unfurls before your eyes. Giant balloons, their colourful envelopes laid out on the ground, awaiting inflation. Laid out across the ground, the fabric behemoth that is your balloon is a patchwork of colours and pattern. It rests unassuming and humble in its flattened state. As the first light of dawn plays peekaboo with the horizon, there is a soft hum of activity around you. People gather, and there's a whisper of excitement that rustles through the air, much like the fluttering of a bird's wing. From the heart of this dormant giant, a fan stands, ready to breathe life into the balloons. The cool morning air, imbued with the sense of the surroundings, is gently ushered inside. You close your eyes and breathe deeply, catching the earthy aroma of ancient stone. The scent speaks of millennia gone by, of weathered rock and troglodyte homes carved meticulously by hands that once graced this land. It's as if the very soul of the terrain exhales memories of its storied past, beckoning you to listen, to remember. Then, on the wind, you detect the subtle perfume of wildflowers, poppies, lavenders, and sunflowers, which dot the valleys and climb the hillsides. They blend their fragrances in a delicate bouquet that dances playfully in the air, light as your dreams. There's a hint of something sweeter, more luscious, the faint aroma of grapes from local vineyards, ripening under the generous kiss of the Turkish sun. These are intertwined with the inviting smell of freshly baked bread from a nearby village, its warmth promising comfort and morning nourishment. Opening your eyes once more, you see the once slack envelope of the hot air balloon has begun to rouse from its slumber. Slowly, gracefully, it begins to stretch, to yawn and expand, shaking off its nocturnal lethargy. The colours start to come alive, vibrant and radiant in the growing light. The balloon, now showing signs of life, swells and rises, reaching out to the sky as if in greeting. The rhythm of the fan is accompanied by the deeper, warm cadence of the burner, sending waves of warmth and life into this burgeoning titan. With each passing moment, the balloon grows, its shape becoming more defined. It arches its back, yearning to break free from the earth, eager to embrace the vastness of the sky. As you watch this metamorphosis, a feeling of calm wonder envelops you. You're witnessing not just the birth of your adventure, but a dance of the elements, of air and fire and earth, and of the spirit of human curiosity. In this tranquil moment as the world awakens and dreams take flight, there's a promise of your other journeys to come. You're delighted to rise into the sky, excited to join the canvas of the morning light. The crew is bustling about, their conversations punctuated with the occasional laugh. The pilot introduces themselves with a friendly smile, hands you a warm cup of tea, and talks you through the journey ahead. The scent of the tea, rich with Turkish spices and herbs, acts like a calming balm to your senses. As the burners ignite, the flame casts a warm, golden glow over the balloon. The canvas, now fully inflated and tugging at its ropes still tether it to the ground, begins to rise, its silhouette stark against the lightning sky. A gentle nudge from the crew, and you step into the wicker basket. The ground falls away as the ropes are released, and the balloon gracefully lifts, carried on the wings of the wind. The basket beneath you feels sturdy. Its woven textures are rough against your hands as you grip its edge. As you lift off, there's a surreal buoyancy, an almost weightless sensation, like the world's gentlest elevator. The world below becomes a dreamscape, decreasing in size with every moment. The rocky spires of Cappadocia, sculpted by eons of wind and water, rise majestically around you. From this vantage, they look like a congregation of ancient guardians, keeping watch over the land. The soft pink and gold of the sunrise washes over the land, casting everything in a gentle, ethereal glow. Below you, vineyards trace their green patterns on the earth, dotted with small, quaint villages. The occasional whoosh of the burner is the only sound that punctuates the deep silence of the morning. Birds glide beneath you, their wings catching the first rays of the sun. The intermittent roar of the burner creates a calming white noise around you, a deep and powerful whoosh that breaks the quietude as it releases hot air to keep that balloon afloat, aloft in the skies. In between the burns, there is a profound silence, punctuated only occasionally by the distant songs of birds and the faint murmur of life below. The soft rustling of the balloon fabric above and the creaking of the basket add to the meditative ambience. Conversations, if any, are hushed as your fellow passengers are wrapped in their own introspection or shared wonder, gazing out at the panorama. The balloon drifts over the Love Valley, its peculiar and poetic rock formations reminding many of Fairy Chimneys. These peculiar formations rise from the earth, many standing side by side, with some reaching up to 130 feet in height. Over time, erosion from wind and water has crafted these monoliths, giving them their unique, elongated shapes. You can't help but think of all the tales and legends of this land and what they have inspired over the centuries. Every shadow and every curve tells a story, many of which will never be uncovered. The colour palette of Love Valley you find equally mesmerising. The shades of the rock formations shift gently as the sun rises further around you, from soft pinks pinks and warm browns to fiery reds and cool greys. When bathed in the golden light of sunrise or sunset, this landscape seems to glow, imbued with an ethereal quality. This landscape, while rugged, is also softened by patches of green. Wildflowers sprout between rocks, vineyards stretch across parts of the valley, offering that vibrant contrast to the stony backdrop. Love Valley is a harmonious blend of natural history, whimsical shapes and stunning vistas, making it an iconic symbol of Cappadocia's otherworldly landscapes. You take a deep breath and inhale the crisp, clean fragrance of the open sky. Time seems to stand still. The sweet aroma of the wildflowers and the earthy musk of the distant forest waft up to greet you. The air at this altitude is noticeably cooler. The gentle breeze tickles your face and rustles your clothes. You are grateful for the warmth of your sweater across your chest and the warmth of your hat pulled over your ears. In contrast, the sun, unfiltered by its proximity of land, feels warmer up here, bathing you in its golden embrace. As your flight nears its end and the pilot begins the descent, guiding the balloon gently down towards a clearing, you see the Fairy Chimneys from a new vantage point. Up closer, you can start to make out the details. These rock formations are punctuated with doors and windows from ancient cave homes and churches, evidence of the region's rich human history, all sculpted by eons of erosion, rising like nature's skyscrapers around you as you near the ground. They are a labyrinth of towers, spires, and cones. As the basket touches the ground, a deep sense of gratitude fills you. This journey, ephemeral, will remain etched in your memory forever. You step out of the basket, the earth solid underfoot once more. There are folks there to greet you, to celebrate your journey with a toast. Nearby, a traditional Cappadocian breakfast, fresh bread, olives, cheese and honey has been spread out on a picnic blanket. The food is a symphony of flavors, a beautiful reflection of the region's rich heritage. It has both rustic simplicity and the depth of tradition. The centerpiece is undoubtedly the fresh bread, warm from an oven you cannot see. As you tear into its crusty exterior, steam escapes, revealing a soft, fluffy interior. The taste is a comforting mix of earthy and slightly tangy flavors, embodying that wholesome goodness of grains nurtured by the Anatolian sun. The olives, a mix of green and black varieties, add a delightful contrast. Each bite delivers a burst of a briny richness. You sense hints of bitterness and underlying notes of the olive tree's woodiness. They are marinated with a blend of herbs and lemon. You take a bite alongside a piece of cheese. The cheese is soft and creamy, melting in your mouth with a mild tang. It too is dotted with herbs, giving it an extra layer of flavour that evokes visuals of the meadows where the sheep would have grazed. To round off this culinary mosaic, the golden drizzle of honey acts as a sweet counterpoint. The taste is a cascade of floral notes, each spoonful telling tales of wildflowers and herbs that the bees have visited. The honey's viscosity and natural sweetness envelop the bread and the cheese, creating a harmonious blend of savoury and sweet that awakens you as the adrenaline from your balloon ride levels. As you indulge, the sun climbs higher, casting its golden warmth over the land. With a contented sigh, you lean back, letting the serenity of this moment wash over you. The day has only just begun, but this morning, this moment, feels like a lifetime of dreams have been realized. Later that night, as you drift off to sleep, the memories of your balloon ride float back through your mind, carrying you into the realm of dreams with a gentle, buoyant grace. That's all for now. Thank you for listening to tonight's episode. We release videos regularly, so subscribe to never miss a restful night's sleep. I'll see you back here tomorrow night for another sleep story with Rosie. Good night.